I'm Mickey. I'm one of the groomsmen, and I've known Michelle since kindergarten. So you can imagine how many wonderful things I have to say about her and how many good memories we share, but I have to say one of my favorite memories of Michelle comes from 1st or 2nd grade when we used to play Heads Up, 7 Up. As most of you know, this can be either a very exciting game or an extremely boring game if no one ever picks you to participate. Michelle and I realized this early on, and being smart and sneaky, we decided to come up with a way to ensure that both of us would always play an active role in every game of Heads Up, 7 Up that our class ever played. So rather than simply sneak a peek at the picker's footwear, we decided to always pick each other. So I would pick Michelle, and then Michelle would pick me, and then I'd pick Michelle again, so we would always be up there. And we were able to get away with it for a couple of weeks until someone noticed and ratted us out to the teacher, who was actually more impressed than she was disappointed with us. I think, either way, that was probably the first and definitely last time Michelle ever got in trouble.
So I have also known Michelle since kindergarten. You know, we all went to Glenwood together. And I was trying to write my speech and trying to think of my favorite memory with Michelle. And I thought of all... Sorry. I was trying to do this without crying, but I know, that I feel so lame. But I was trying to think of my favorite memory with her. And I thought of all the crazy things we've done, like at 17, making obstacle courses in her mom's swimming pool, because that was a good thing to do. Or taking drives to try to find Gravity Hill and running into a ghost horse. Or the many game nights with Mickey where he totally cheated at Twister every time.
Not true.
It's totally true. And I just realized I had too many good memories with Michelle. And I just couldn't pick one, and I'm so glad she found you, Dan, to go on her new adventures with and make new memories with. And I remember the first time I met Dan. And this is actually like my favorite story. But we were at a picnic down here in San Diego at the church building by her school. And we were like hanging out in the building, and Mickey and I saw a whiteboard.
So, being Mickey and RJ, we had to utilize it, and we started playing games on it, and we ended up drawing caricatures of each other, and we drew Michelle and Dan. And I knew they were friends, and to intensify their relationship, which I thought was just friends, I drew little hearts between their faces. I thought it was hilarious, so I showed it to RJ. And we started cracking up at it, but...
And I was like, Mickey, you know he has like a huge crush on Michelle, right? And he was like, no. And erased the hearts before we revealed our amazing work of art. And little did we know that those hearts really should have been done in permanent marker. But so we both just want to wish you and Dan all the happiness in the world. And Mickey, you just take it from here.
We love you both, and we're so happy you found each other, and we look forward to many game nights at the Thompsons. Take it away.
All right. Let's see if Kevin and Marilyn come on up and say a few words. Where's Marilyn?
You want to go first? Oh my goodness. I'm Michelle's mom. Just want to kind of give you an idea of what kind of person she is. Go-getter, finds a goal, goes for it, works hard at it. It's kind of like when I went into labor with her. She was ready to meet the world and all the people around her, even on the playground when she was little. And now she's met the man of her dreams. And I wish you all the love and happiness. From now until eternity. Love you, Michelle. Love you too, Dan.
I just want you to know that I intentionally started with a pause for several reasons. Mainly, there are just certain moments in life that just should not be rushed, and you should take a moment and just truly savor them and make as many vivid, clear memories as you possibly can. You know, and I really want that for you, Michelle and Dan, today. I really want you to take a moment and just recall every detail of this beautiful day as clearly as you possibly can. And I encourage you to write that down later. I also paused because I just didn't have enough time to prepare. I mean, it's only been 21 years, 6 months, and 28 days. And I swear it was just yesterday when you were only about 3 years old, and you were that little girl with the Shirley Temple curls and the cheerleading outfit, methodically making your way down the steps, one giant step at a time. And that's right, and you were just a little girl in a great big world. And look at you today, Michelle. You make the most amazing bride. You are so beautiful today. And Dan, you make Michelle look really good sitting next to you. But I want to tell you something very important about my daughter. I had it very lucky as a parent. There are many things that keep you up at night that worry you and drive you crazy and just scare you and you lose sleep over. But with Michelle, the choices she was making was never, ever one of the things that kept me up at night. And I want to thank you for that. And you know, plenty of other things I lost sleep over, like her driving, for example. I lost plenty of sleep over that. But I tell you that, Dan, because it's very, very significant, because she has chosen you to be her husband, to walk through the rest of this life together and beyond into eternity. And there again, I have no reason to doubt, and I feel very comfortable with that choice. And it's with great joy and ease that I can tell you, welcome to the family, son. It's a pleasure. One more thing I want to say. I've been waiting 21 years for this. I'm going to take a little time, I'm sorry. At some point, Dan, you're going to be in trouble. It's going to happen. I think you get a free pass this weekend. But at some point, you're going to get in trouble, and you're not even going to know what you did. And when she finally tells you what you did wrong, you're going to make it worse, because you're going to say something like, "Are you kidding me?" And I'm going to give you some free advice here, something I wish I had known so many years ago. There's a way out of that. And I'm going to tell you the secret. And this is free advice, and I tell you, I took a lot of lumps before I figured this out.